right, well, we're gonna head on over to the barn. We have a couple cows that we're actually sending to a local auction today, which we really hate doing, but the markets are really good right now still. And like I've said in previous episodes, we're trying to trim down our herd quite a bit. So you know, we're just prepping to see, okay, who's going to be making it, who will survive the winter well, who maybe didn't put on enough size as we're heading into winter. And we just have to make these decisions. So anyway, there's a pig in heat down there. Gave these guys a bunch of apples last night, and we'll go check on these cows over here and see where they're at. And Ryan should be here shortly for hopefully what is a very smooth loading process where we get to again test out our corral. So we'll be back. All right, so here's the few that we're sending. You know, this one here with the white face, it's I think on a grain program it would definitely grow well, but just not putting the size on that we need. The same thing with this one here, just not putting on the size that we need. And what's interesting is, so this one here and this one, right? They came from the same crop. They're like Wagyu Holstein mixes. So they're just not what we're looking for here. And she's probably bred. But you can see here, just not putting on a lot of great size. So we're gonna take our shot at the auction today. The little brown one there, same thing, just not growing super well for whatever the reason, you know. Some don't grow as well as others. Sometimes it's breeding, sometimes it's, you know, they're just not great for grass. So anyway, we have some other questions to answer for ourselves as well. One of the things that we're thinking about doing is potentially putting in a hoop barn just for our calves, where they can spend the winter and they can you know, be weaned and be in a little bit more of a controlled environment. So that's something that we're considering as well, because you know, when you have a bunch of cows, and we're finding that when you have them all together, the calves, the moms, the bulls, the steers, it gets a little bit competitive out there. And then you always have to keep your eyes on, okay, who's growing, who's not, who's growing, who's not. So that's kind of where we're at. And again, these are nice cows. They just have a lot of dairy mixed in, but they're very docile. So I'm curious to see what, you know, what the sale brings today and what happens at the sale today. So I'm actually gonna head up there. Maybe I'll grab some video if I can. If not, we'll figure it out. But we're gonna probably each week, I think we're gonna try to send maybe six cows a week. Again, you can see from the side, you know, not terrible, but just not really what we're looking for on our farm. So hopefully, you know, she'll get picked up and go to a nice farm. And again, it creates a little more space for us. And one thing I'm thinking of doing here as we grow out our herd and such is to try to bring in a little bit better genetics. I never thought I'd be in the cow business. I was always into horses, actually, race horses. Spent a lot of time at the tracks and spent a lot of time, you know, down in Kentucky. And, you know, you learn a lot about, you know, the pedigree, and you learn a lot about bloodlines. And, you know, when we first started in the cattle business, we really weren't thinking about that. We weren't thinking about, you know, we just didn't have the knowledge, number one, but we just weren't thinking about that. So now we're thinking about that, and we're saying, okay, where can we get, you know, some better lines, some better blood, some better stock, which in turn will lead to higher producing, higher yielding, and again, higher production animals. So that's where we're at next. So we'll probably start infusing some good registered stock in as we grow. We're just not there yet. So anyway, but I think for us, you know, when you have an animal on your farm, from the time it's a calf. You hate to just send it out because you have great hopes for it, but it's also a part of the business. So she's gonna go on and do well somewhere. You know, maybe another farmer will take care of her and look for an animal that is bred and ready to go. But you know, we're just always trying to make good decisions here on what's going to be best for our operation and the performance of our animals. So again, she's going to produce a calf that's got still a little bit of Holstein in it, has a little bit of Wagyu, and then at the same time has some Angus, because she's going to be bred to a full bred Angus. All right, so we moved them out of the pen they were in, and now we're gonna move them into this first pen here. I'm gonna try to do it without teasing them with any grain, but we built this chute right here, so it's semi-angled, and then they can walk right onto the trailer. So again, this is like our second time using this system. Again, we custom built it, so I know a lot of you were like, hey, is it gonna work? Is it not working? Have you used it? And you know, again, we're trying to be very delicate with the animals, let them make their decision, and get them right on the van, right onto the trailer. So kind of give them some space, let them make some good decisions, and go from there. So I may have to help here, but again, we built it on an angle with the semi-Temple Grandin mentality. So let's see if they go through. The last thing you want to do is charge up an animal. You got to be very, very calm. So, like rapid arm movements we're not into, but you got to let them make a decision. So let's see what happens. All right, well, we're back. Yesterday was an interesting day at the auction. I couldn't get much video, but we didn't do that great selling our cows, but we didn't do terrible. But I don't know. We had one that was about 700 pounds, sold for I want to say 90 cents a pound, which was interesting. We had another few sell for about $1.20 a pound. They were a little bit smaller, about 300-400 pounds. So wasn't a great day at the auction, but it helped us to again trim up our herd a bit, because we want more animals that look like that fatty back there. So again, we're just trying to thin out a bit, and then we'll rebuild. And you know, we've been operating now for the last probably 2 years and a half or so with a closed herd, which we're really happy about. And you know, what we'll probably do is just keep breeding and bringing in more and more quality stock, like I said, as we go and as we grow. So we'll get there, but it takes it takes a little bit of time. So for where we're at, we're doing good. These guys were bellowing, so I said let's open this up and move them. Maybe we'll bring some more hay in here too. But again, we're just trying to get some of that dairy out of our herd, you know, that long leg dairy. And I think also I should share this. You could see this little calf here. He's kind of bellowing. His mom is 2 paddocks away. Her back leg is bothering her. You know, we saw one of the bigger bulls on her, and she's a smaller frame. So we brought her into the barn, and we actually gave her a little bit of an anti-inflammatory. So she should be all right, you know, by tomorrow. We caught it quick. We caught it early. And sometimes that's what you got to do. So anyway, this is what we got here. We're taking it all in and just constantly evaluating. How's everyone going? How's everyone growing? And make good decisions based on that. We don't really sell at the auction. We've never really done that. But I found it to be a really interesting place and a really interesting experience, because you know, you have all these different cattle buyers there that are buying and buying and buying, and they're buying like I don't even know, like some of these young calves that are like a day or two old for like $800-900 bucks. I saw one go for 1,100 yesterday. So it's amazing. You know, some of these farmers are just they're running their cows, their baby calves right through the mill and pushing them and getting good money for them. And you know, that's I guess that's a good thing when you're in the cattle business. You're trying to move your product, and you know, you put the inputs into the animals, and then they become the output based on how well they grow and what the market's you know, paying. For us, we have a different situation too, because you know, we have the incentive to grow out our own cattle and our own herd, you know, for meat production. And you know, it makes us think what the best options are. I'm always kicking around what's the best option. You know, I thought about using this farm as a farm that's more of a cow-calf operation, and then use some of our other land just to grow out our feeders, right? Our steers, and grow them out and get them going. So we're thinking about it, just trying to figure out what's best, because you know, it's not, it can get a little wild sometimes if you don't have enough of your own stock. So that's what we're committed to, just continuing to grow out this this herd here, and you know, thinking about what's best for them. But look at that, that's a beautiful Black Angus that's basically finished and ready to go. So we have a lot of really beautiful cows out here, which I think is awesome, especially when we started with 0, you know, to grow it into this. But as I've said in previous videos, we know that we're overstocked, and we are slowly you know, making those changes to get better stocked and equipped for this land, and moving out what we have to move out so that we can get this land where it needs to be and restore it, as opposed to beat it up. So we're on it. We're doing our best. And you know, in life, I always say that's all you could do is your best. And I talk about this often on here. We have some people that prefer to criticize others, but it's never a good idea. You know, at the end of the day, if you're doing your best, that's what you can do for now, and you get better as you go. So yeah, you know, for us, that's what we're committed to. You know, how do we get better as we go, and a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, and then you're better. But it's not something that happens overnight. And unfortunately, in this business, it's, you know, we're consumed with packing boxes and getting those orders out to customers. And then we have the whole nother side of the business, which is raising the animals. You know, we have the cows, we have the pigs, and it all takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of energy, and it takes a lot of work. So we're figuring it out, but it takes a little bit of time. So for those of you that are starting in the cattle business, be prepared to spend a little bit more time than you anticipated. It doesn't happen as fast as you want, and you're not going to be perfect right away, but you can work hard to be better every day and better as you go. And that's what we're committed to. And you know, I'm very happy with how everybody's growing here and growing out. And I'm actually happy with how we're managing the land for what we have. You know, again, could we be better? Heck yeah, we definitely could, and we should, and we will. It just takes a little bit of time. And if we have some time forgiveness, we will be in good shape here in the future. So anyway, that's what I got for everybody today. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging with us. And thanks for being a part of the journey. And we'll talk to y'all real soon. And give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us your comments down below. Only the positive ones. And we'll talk to you soon. If you guys ever need meat, reach out. We are freedomfarms.com, and there's a $25 off code that you can use. That's in the comments below. So, all right, I'm gonna take it to the house, we got this weather changing. It's kicking my butt a bit. And we'll be talking to y'all real soon. All right? See ya.